My pleasure, baby. It comes first because after my graduation in high school in France, I didn't know what to do with my life. So my parents tried to help me and they sent me to the US. So I did another high school there for a year, senior year there, and it was like being on the TV show Glee. I don't know if you
Yes,
know this.
Glee is
And
classic.
it's amazing. And but it was really, I was in Glee. Like every day started with a chorus class, and then in the afternoon I was in this little group of people who only do musical theater, and they were geeks of musical theater. I didn't know as much as when I went there. I knew the Notre Dame de Paris and Roméo and Juliette because I was watching it when I was a kid. But I learned a new world, and I was like, God, I love it. Like it's everything I love. It's like performing and singing and doing everything at the same time. And so I guess that's how it started. And then I realized that because I was watching those musical as a kid, it was already something that I loved. I didn't know it could be like a career you could do. For me, I never dreamed of being a singer. It was like not possible. It was not something I didn't, yeah, it was not a childhood dream. But when I realized it was possible, I came back to France and I started looking up musical theater school, and I found one and I did it. And then it's just kind of all clicked together and started pretty easily. And it was yeah, it was something, it was kind of meant to be, I think. More likely because it was really like a little group and we were the nerds of the school.
Oh,
It was like
the musical nerds?
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes, yes.
definitely.
It was like just only people who were kind of the, yeah, the outsider, the crazy ones, because I had the quarterbacks, I had the cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders.
It was like really, it was like in Glee. And then suddenly some of the popular kids, they were also good singers, and so they came to the group. But it was a lot of very different character, but somehow we just all clicked because we were loving and doing the same stuff. And so I was lucky enough they welcomed me because at first I was just a French girl, but then I was the French girl who sings, and just welcomed me into this group. And it was I'm still in contact with most of them, and it's super cool. Um, I always say that I have the best job because I can do a lot of stuff in with my voice. So it's more a question of to me it's not I'm doing musical, then I do pop music, then I go back to musical. It's more like I'm trying to make everything work together because I'm also like I did some school of acting, and I'm also interested on doing movies. I also gave my voice to characters in TV show. So it's like because I have this voice, I can do so many stuff with it, and so I'm trying to make the best out of it. I'm trying to do everything I can. So it's also I love being on stage with for example Romeo and Juliet, but I also love writing my own songs because it's a different work for me. It's more personal. It's more, if one day I'm able to go back in China and have my own concert and be able to sing my own songs and perform them, that would be like something crazy because it would have come from my own heart, my own mind, and it would be something very, 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 very special. So yeah, I'm trying to combine everything that I love and make it work all together at once. So I realized that to me, you have to really want it, and you have to because it's a long journey. When I started, I was lucky enough to had proposition, but it was every time. As for the nurse, it was for a part that was older than what I was. I'm just now starting to be the age of what the nurse could be. I'm 32, and when I got hired, I was 24, 25, and so I was a bit young to play this kind of character.
Must be hard.
It was hard because I had to be someone that I was not, but people put that on me, and they were like, you were able to do it. Um yeah, so I guess you have to know who you are, so you know what kind of character you can play, but also trust that people will see stuff inside of you that you're not seeing. And also understand that it could take times, because I was lucky enough to be hired young, but I could have had to wait, because the way my body is, the way my voice sounds, is more for more mature women. So to me, the more I'm going to grow, the more I'm going to have parts. So these 10 years between 20 to 30 was like, eh, it was not very easy, because but for example, like Clemence, because she has this angel voice, and she has this beautiful face and big blue eyes. It's another, it's another issue. It's like most of the character she could play is now, and maybe later she's gonna struggle, because they're gonna be like, you're not really the type of person we can hire. You're becoming too old to play a younger person. And so yeah, so you have to know yourself, you have to understand that it could take times. It has nothing to do with your not being talented. I went to so many auditions that didn't work. It was not because I was not good, it was because it was not meant to be, and it was not the part that was right for me. So there is this aspect of this work, of musical theater work, because the producer and they need to see inside of you what they want to see. And you can change the shape of your body, but you cannot change your energy, you cannot change your voice too much. So yeah, so it could take time. So patience, passion, and work, and also trust in yourself that you can do it. Um, okay, so it's different for everyone. For example, if you take everybody in Romeo and Juliet, example, John is doing his warm-up maybe 45 to 30 minutes before the show. It just goes somewhere and it just starts to do stuff. Damien is more 1 hour before the show. Everyone, Carmen was like maybe 15 minutes before the show, because she needs to be like just right away and then go on stage, because she's singing Latin and it's very powerful. For me, I'm not really doing vocal warming. It's I just know my own body and my own voice. So during the entire day, I'm talking, I'm trying to drink a lot of water and do stuff like that. And because my big song is coming at the end of the first act, I'm using every song, like Véron, La Demande en Mariage, every song to get myself warmed up. So I guess it's really a personal thing. I don't have a specific exercise. I know I always do this just to know if my vocal folds, they're like connected, this kind of stuff. But yeah, you have to trust your gut. You have to know your own body and your own voice. Because if I warm up too much before the show, then I get tired during the show. So that's why I'm singing as less as I can, because when I have to sing, then it's like bam. And so yeah, it's really different. But so yeah, I think I have the same issue as you. Like my voice can get tired super easily. So when I have an audition, I'm trying to work as much as ahead as I can. Like it depends on when they give you the material, but so I'm starting to listening to the song, then I'm trying to sing it, not fully, but when I'm learning it, I'm trying just to sing, not full voice, but just okay, this is the melody, this is the words, this is this. So it's like building the stuff. So after, when I know the words, I know the melody, I try to put my voice on top of it. I'm singing them maybe 3 or 4 times tops. When it starts to get itchy, I stop. I let it rest inside of my body. Then the next day, I'm going back, because you have to trust you have to trust your body. You have to trust the fact that it's gonna um build itself. For example, when I go to Roméo and Juliette before, I haven't practiced the songs, and it's a freaking high song to sing, Et voilà qu'elle aime.
It totally
So
is.
every time before, I'm like, I'm not able to sing it, but then I just know it's somewhere inside of my body, so I just know I'm going to be able to do it. So I try also to leave put my head at rest, and be like, it's gonna all come together. So for audition, for me, it's the same. Like, trust the fact that because you practiced it, because you know the words, you know the melody, then when you're in the audition, the only thing you have to think is to be in your own story and to tell what you have to say. So don't put too much pressure on the technical part, because you've been working on it. So it's like, this is somewhere inside of your body, so you're not too much trying it with your voice, but you're trusting that the only thing you have to do is tell your story. Because, and remember also that the people in front of you want to find the character. So they don't want to stress you out. They don't want you to be the perfect best singer ever. They want you to give them a glimpse of what you could do, and if they can see you do the part. So this also can put your mind at rest and be like, I'm going to do my best. They want to find their people. So they're not bad people who are like this, and I have to give the best performance ever. It's okay to crack. It's okay to be human, because every day we could be tired. We could, as girl, we can go on audition and have our period, and our voice is not the same, and you need to work with everything, with the stress. As for the stress, the more you grow, the more you get confidence, and the more you remind yourself that they want to find the part, so they are nice people who needs to find their character, so they are not bad. And also, the more you're like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So for me, in a way, it helps me. So every time I go on audition, I give my best, but then it's like, it's not in my hands anymore. It's supposed to happen. So it helps me to be like, give my best, but my life is not going to end after this audition. So it's helping a bit. And also, it's something that Arié, the Capulet Count, is always saying to me, is like, we are not saving life. So it's important, but it's not that important also. So the more you remind yourself that you're not saving life, you're trying your best, you're doing what you love, then somehow in your head, it's going to be like, it's, all the tension that stress causing is going to be like, okay, let's just have fun. Let's just enjoy it. My job is to sing. What is better than that? If it's a character that is already well known that, for example, for the nurse, I went to back to Shakespeare and I tried to read the text and if there is movie, I go see what the person did with the part to see what color is supposed to have. And so yeah, I'm trying to build as much as I can my understanding, but at the same time I also I'm arriving with a proposition. This is how I see the part. Is she cheerful? Is she super sad? Is she whatever color that you want to give her? And then you have also to be able to forget everything about it, because maybe the person in front of you from the casting direction, they will have another vision. So you also need to be able to be a blank page and just follow what they want you to be. So I'm trying to prepare as much as I can. So if they have question, I know how to answer it. Like, how old am I? What is my journey? Where am I come from? Why am I singing this song? What is giving me the courage to sing this song? So this kind of question. But at the same time, yeah, I'm also like, if they want me to sing it as I was dying, then I have to be able to do it right away. So prepare, but don't prepare too much. So if they change something, you're not only stuck in what you imagined.